The great Tracy McGrady. You remember him? Remember number one on the Houston Rockets, number one on the Orlando Magic, probably regarded as probably being a top five player during the 2000s. Yeah, that Tracy McGrady. It just so happens that he had something to say about the current situation of the NBA. The same week that I decided to cook James Harden in the fryer for his past discrepancies. So T Mac decided to do the same. As we all know, any article under Sports Illustrated, no, at Sports Illustrated, Fan Nation, is this Sports Illustrated? Never mind, I'm sorry. This offseason, according to this article, James Harden has shocked the NBA world when he demanded a trade from the Philadelphia 76ers. It wasn't just Sixers fans shocked, he also shocked people like NBA legend Tracy McGrady. In an interview with Howard Beck of GQ Sports when he pulled no punches about Harden's trade requests. That makes no sense to me. Not only that, but I look at all the teammates he's played with. James has probably played with more Hall of Famers than anybody in the league, and he doesn't have a ring to show for it. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe there's some internal BS that's going on that we don't know about, because it doesn't make any sense to me to leave the MVP in the Eastern Conference where you have a shot at least to play for a championship. It got to be something deeper than that. What you know, get over it, man. When it comes to internal BS, James Harden feels very slighted by the Sixers because he took a pay cut last season. Oh, money. And the 76ers responded by keeping him in the dark this offseason. Okay. Regardless, it's very bizarre for the starter player to leave playing with the reigning MVP, arguably the greatest player he's ever played with. Still, James Harden is, that's why I call him difficult. Well, difficult is right. He's a different type of NBA player, one that would have played on 4 different teams in 4 different seasons. That reason alone, it makes a plethora of sense for the Clippers to take their time on a potential trade. Now, as we all know, we heard rumors of him, James Harden, trying to go to the Los Angeles Clippers for whatever damn reasons. I don't know why. I'm glad T-Mac called this freaking choker out. I'm starting to get comments in the comment section of my previous 3 James Harden videos. And one of them, I think it was, what has James Harden done since 2018? And somebody listed a dumbass stat talking about he scored 35 points. He averaged 35 points one year. But what does he have to show for it? You guys get so, not my subscribers don't, but you people out there get so caught up in the stats of everything and not focusing on what really matters when it comes to playing basketball. Are you winning? Are you winning what is most important? A ring, not just sitting here lollygagging during the regular season and then you freaking choke in the playoffs. After being on several different teams he's been on now? Almost 4 different teams. James Harden has played for OKC, Houston, Brooklyn, and now Philly. So that's 4 different teams, soon to be 5. Come on now. We gotta be real here. We must be real. We need to stop acting like these players don't need any criticism. James Harden needs all the criticism in the world, probably even more than LeBron himself for this. And when it comes to him playing with Hall of Famers, let's look here. Let's look. He has played with KD. I'm counting on my fingers. KD twice. Westbrook twice. Chris Paul. Embiid. Kyrie Irving. Shoot, you can count limited stars like not Brook Lopez, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge. That's 7. That's 7. Do I need to go on? Dwight Howard. That's 8. Do I need to go any further? That's a lot of people so far. Got some more known role players like Serge Ibaka. Still a lot of people. So yes, I'm gonna continue to keep criticizing him. And you can say what you want about T-Mac. T-Mac played in a harder era. He was injured. Never got out of the first round. I think the only time he got out of the first round was when he played his last season with, I think that was his last season with the San Antonio Spurs when they went to the finals and lost in 7 to the Miami Heat. So that gives him Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker and Kawhi Leonard. But at the same time, Tracy McGrady is out of his prime. So that don't really count too much at all. But Harden, when the tough gets tough, and when the position or situation doesn't really make an addition for him in his career or whatever he wants, it's either somebody else that has to go or he leaves. Chris Paul had to go. Chris Paul was shipped out of there to OKC. Westbrook was shipped out of there, shipped to Washington. I feel like we're starting to get a common denominator when it comes to James Harden's career. It's him. It's him. You fans, you delusional fans can sit there and cry all you want. Still change the fact that what I said is pretty much true. I'm sorry. You can sit there and deny it all you want. I don't give a damn how many points you score if it don't mean nothing. You keep trying to know he's only 6 players that average 35 points per game. That's cool and all, but the 2 players I could think on the top of my head, especially one of them I can think of the top of my head, actually did something. Not only he averaged 35 points a season or above, he also went to the playoffs averaging 30-something and also won a ring. And that was one Michael Jordan. So miss me with that excuse. And when's the last time James Harden actually averaged 35 points? That's the 2018 season, right? Okay, he averaged 36 points in 2018-19 season. But what did that give him? Nowhere. Bounced out in the semifinals against the Golden State Warriors, who didn't. I don't even think they had Kevin Durant fully. I think that's when he first got injured before he tore that Achilles. So what do you have to say about that? What is the excuse about James Harden getting bounced out 2 years in a row to the Golden State Warriors, especially when they had the Golden State Warriors the previous season before that? What's the excuse with that? If James Harden's so great, he don't need Chris Paul in an 18 Western Conference Finals. He's so great, he can do it by himself, right? He can beat the Golden State Warriors by himself, right? Man. And if you want to look up Michael Jordan's stats for that year, let's see here. I'm sorry. I may be the only one saying this. He's highly overrated, James Harden. I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to face it. I don't think he's top 75. I don't think he deserves to be in top 75. There's other people. I don't give a, one more time, I'm going to say it. I don't give a damn how many points you score. Those are like empty calories to me. Who gives a damn about that? Yes, Michael Jordan did score 37 points, playing 82 games. Yeah, they may have not gotten to where they needed to go. But you know what? Jordan sure didn't choke. He sure put in his first 3 years, after his rookie, I should say, he put 43.7 points, 35, 36, 34, 36, 31. He didn't choke when it came to the regular season. Michael Jordan averaged 35 points in 19 games in the 1993 playoffs and won a ring. See, there's a way to average that many points as well. Regular season and playoffs and still win. Get out of here with that James Harden crap. I don't want to hear that anymore. And I'd agree with not Tim, Tracy McGrady. He's right. I'm sorry. We know what James Harden's about. Like most of these NBA players, what they're about. They're about their money and the lifestyle the NBA gives them. Outside of that, nope.